Hey everybody, welcome back to Creekside Maples Homestead. We're so glad you dropped by today.
Yes, thank you for joining us, and we've got a lot of great projects planned today. We've got a great idea, a remedy that we're going to share with you on helping your tomatoes grow better.
Yeah, if you're finding your tomato plants, that's that stupid rooster. If you're finding your tomato plants aren't growing, I know there's a lot of ideas out there on YouTube channels that are great ideas, but a lot of them are, how to put them in the ground first, the fertilizers you use, and all that sort of thing. If you're like us, we're wondering, okay, our tomato plants are in the ground, but for some reason, some of them are doing great, others aren't. Same soil, planted the same place, the same day. So we've been doing some research, but I think we found a really cool way.
I think so.
That we're going to, help solve those issues.
Yes.
So you don't want to miss that. We're going to take our tomato plants to the ER.
Yes.
We're going to get them all worked out so that they seem to grow better. So you don't want to miss that.
We have planted several rows here, and we noticed that some are looking better than others. Some literally that are side by side, all in the same soil with the same weather conditions. And we don't want to just waste them, so we are going to go inside the house and we're going to show you our remedy that we have put together, and it's so easy for you to try also. That's going to give these tomatoes the boost that they need.
You can see here, these are some tomatoes that aren't doing so hot. Here. But then if you step over here, you can also see that one's not doing so good. This one seems to have some blight or something on it. But over here, these ones seem to be doing much better. They look healthy. So we're going to try to figure out what's going on with them. And if you see these and you know what's going on with them, please tell us.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our kitchen area. So, what do you do when your tomato plants aren't looking healthy? And that's a big question I'm sure a lot of people have. So we began searching the internet, YouTube channels, for recipes, I guess, of what people use to keep their plants healthy. And the one thing we discovered was that a lot of the videos dealt with right when you're planting them, like the transplants.
Right.
When they're digging the holes and putting them in the ground. But some people were wondering, had questions, including us, what do you do when you've done all of that and you put them in the ground and they're not looking healthy? You know there's something going on, but you're not sure what. You've tested the pH of your soil and it's right. They're getting enough water and not too much water. And so short of mowing them down or letting them fall over and starting over, is there a way, or we wanted to discover a way that we can kind of see if we could help them out.
Right.
And all of the home remedies with the Epsom salts and calcium and baking soda all dealt with dry ingredients that you put at the root base when you plant them. So today, what we thought was we wanted to kind of look at a little tomato plant ER, emergency room measures to salvage, if we can, our tomato plants. And so up here in Canada, sometimes things grow a whole lot differently than they do south of the border. And so we're going to show you what we have done and what we're doing to try to make our plants a little healthier after they've already been planted for a few weeks or so. So my wife's going to do part of it over here, and all I'm going to do in here, I have a mixture of compost, potting soil, and ashes from our fireplace. And I'm going to mix this together, and she's going to tell you what she's doing there.
Okay, so while Tony's doing that, you need to have a mineral for your soil, and so Epsom salts is the perfect solution for that. And get this anywhere. You can buy it at the dollar store, any place. So you need half a cup Have your Epsom salts. We're putting this in our Ninja.
Our blender.
And then you want some baking soda. And what I discovered about this is this will make your tomato plants sweet. Who doesn't want nice sweet tomatoes? So just a tablespoon of regular baking soda. We buy ours in bulk, so I keep it in a jar. And last but not least, you want a calcium source. Now if you're homesteading and you have chickens, the eggshells, you got a ready-made free, who doesn't want free, calcium source. So we've got some eggshells here, and we're just going to toss these right into the blender. Oops. But another thing we discovered on our search is if you don't have chickens of any nature, just get good old calcium tablets and put them right in, crush those up, and you've got your calcium source. So I thought that was pretty interesting to discover. So these are just basic things you would normally have at your house anyway.
Now some of them call for bone meal, and we do not have bone meal, but I'm pretty sure that they're looking at that again for the calcium part of it. So, you know, overall I think we've got everything we need here. Let me see, let's put the cover on this. We're just going to kind of crush these down. Well, I think we are. There we go. Okay, so that's that part. And if you see, you crush it up really, really fine, just like that. And you can see that all in there. Now it's a little damp because the eggshells have a little bit of dampness in it. That's that. Now, this stuff, you can see it, I'll pour a little bit out here. This is your ashes and your compost all really fine, meshed up together, and you can see it looks really nice right there. And so we're just going to take a few cups of this and we'll put it in there, and then we're just going to take just a little bit of milk to add to it, not much, probably half a cup, and then just a little bit of water. Just about a cup of water. We're just going to put the cover on there. So, and just hit pulse. So then, what you have here, if you take this out, you can see this real nice mixture, and you mix that all up like that, and you just keep adding until you get, you know, basically the amount you want, like that. And again, this is just compost and ashes, potash, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Add a little more water. Let's go 4 cups. And then you can just kind of, you can take your thing here, but I took ours out, so I'm just going to give it a little stir with this,
and it's basically ready. And what you can do with this is take it right out in the garden and pour it right around your tomato plants. Now, when I say pour it around, don't pour it right, if your stem of your plant's here, don't pour it right up next to your stem. Remember, you got a root base there, and your root base, your stem comes down, your root base is like this. So you want to come out, if they're real small plants, come out about 2 inches from your stem of your tomato plant, and that's where you want your fertilizer to go. The bigger the plant, go out further from your stem, because that's where your root base is going to grow to. Your root base isn't straight down just like this. It stems out like an umbrella under that plant. And therefore you want that fertilizer to go down 2 inches, 3 inches out away from the stem of that plant so that it gets its best absorption into, into the roots of that plant. And that is what we use to get our plants back healthy again. So again, you've got Epsom salts, you've got your calcium, baking soda, you've got your ash, you've got your compost, all of that together inside of this. And then you can just take it. You're saying, what did I do to get my wife to let me use her good blender to make this? Well, the neat thing is it just pours out and cleans right up. And just take the water. So what we will do with this, once we get it outside, okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it all around the base of each of the tomatoes. It's almost pourable. You can almost pour it out. And that's probably what we'll end up doing, is adding enough water so that it becomes almost liquefied, and you can just pour it out and it'll seep right down around the roots of your tomatoes. So that's just kind of a little thing that we've learned that'll help your tomato plants once they're already planted. You can do this too if you're just transplanting, but if you're having a struggle getting your potato plants, or tomato potatoes, I keep saying potatoes because I just planted potatoes, and when I was planting potatoes I was saying tomatoes. So it's tomatoes. So if you find your tomato plants aren't doing so well in their buckets or pots or however you got them planted, make this up, put it in around them, it'll seep down around the roots, and you'll see a difference in your tomato plants very quickly. So what we've done is we took our tomato medicine, that's what we're going to call it, tomato medicine, and we put it inside this watering can. Then I'm just adding water, and it'll all mix in really nice. Give it a good shake, and then we'll be able to pour it right out around the tomato plants. And it'll come out really, really good. And it will really help those tomatoes. And because it's so liquefied, they'll get right down around the roots real quick without having to wait for water or rainy day or sprinkler or anything. So again, we're just kind of pouring it around here, around the base of the plants, making sure you get lots out from the stem. And this is our tomato medicine. And just keep every now and again giving this a little shake, stirring it around a bit. Looks a little nasty, but it sure does make a nice tasty treat for the roots. And the ones that are struggling the most, I'll just give them a little extra. That's how we make our tomato medicine. So now we'll just sit back and let them heal.
And we'll keep everyone posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Show you how well they do. Or
If they don't do well, we'll be honest about it. Show you either way what happens. So hey everybody, we just wanted to update you on our tomato plants. As you know, a couple days ago we had some, I guess, just issues with our tomato plants because they were just kind of dying off and they weren't very healthy. So we decided to kind of make up a concoction of our own kind of miracle grow. I'm trying to get out of the shadow on the screen here, and to see how it would work. So I'm going to show you now what our tomatoes kind of look like after we put all that good stuff on. So take a look. Now these were almost dead, but now they're starting to grow, they're greening up, and they're looking really, really nice, the way they should. So our miracle cure worked. So as you can see, they're looking really, really well. So with that in mind, I think from here on out we'll always use that stuff. And earlier in the video we showed you how we mixed it up and made it up, so feel free to use it and share it. And if your tomatoes, I'm determined to say potatoes, if your tomatoes need a little ER visit, or a little health update, or vitamins, or whatever it may need, nutrients, go ahead and mix up the concoction we used, because we are about to lose almost all of our tomatoes, and now we won't lose any of them. It looks really, really well. So hey, thanks for watching. We're so glad that you're here with us along the journey here on Creekside Maples, and we're going to call it a day. We gotta go do some mowing, so we're gonna go grab some lunch, hop on the mower, and then go mow for a while. So y'all take care. Don't forget to, subscribe, like, and share our videos. The best thing you can do is to help us out is to share our videos with all your social media friends and family. And don't forget about the contest we're running, the giveaway. It's going to run for about a week, but you got to leave comments in the video, the one just before this. I'll put a link at the end of this video to that video, so you can go watch it, about Mr. Potato Head, and leave comments there. Use the keyword Creekside in your comments, and that'll enter you into the random drawing. The reason you have to put a comment is because that's the only way that the random generator picks names, I guess, or something. I don't understand it all. But anyhow, go do that if you want to be entered. And we're giving away a bottle of our maple syrup, a bottle of our maple cream butter, as well as a half-pound bag of our Creekside coffee that we roast right here on the homestead ourselves. So hey, you all have a great day. Be blessed, be safe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless you.